Part 14, Volume. You will find this on page 266 in the Namibian Mathematics Grade 8 textbook, Y equals mx plus c to success. Introduction. Volume is the amount of three-dimensional space an object occupies. It helps to imagine how much water the object could displace. Volume is length by length by length, so the basic unit of volume is a cube. The volume of the cube on the right is 4 centimeters multiply 4 centimeters multiply 4 centimeters, and therefore 64 cubic centimeters. That means there's 64 of this little 1 by 1 by 1 cubes. Okay. A face, a edge, and a vertex. Okay, or vertices. A face is an individual surface or flat surface of a solid. So this is a face, this is a face, this is a face. At the bottom is a face. So if I'm counting all the faces, I can count the bottom, the top, it's 2, 3, 4, at the back, 5, 6. There are 6 faces. So an edge, plural edges, is a line where 2 faces meet, or a line joining 2 vertices. So basically it joins 2 vertices, that's an edge. These 2 faces meeting there. So it's a lot. So if I start at the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, then up, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 edges. And then a vertex or vertices is a point where 3 or more edges meet. So where all that 3 edges meet, that is a vertex. So I can count 1, 2, 3, 4 at the bottom, 5, 6, 7, there 8. Okay. Let's just go to volume and cubes of cubes and cuboids and just go through it. The volume of an object is the amount of space it occupies. In primary school, we learned how to find the volume of a cube and a cuboid. Okay, so how do I find the volume of a cube? It's side times side times side, because it's length times length times length, but all of them are equal, and that's why it stays s. So it's s to the power of 3, or s cubed. A cuboid is also length times breadth times height, but they can have different values. Okay, let's look at an example. Calculate the volume of each of the following shapes. This is a cube. This is a cuboid. So let's look at the cube. So it's side times sides. I just substitute it and I get 27 cubic centimeters. This one, it's length times breadth times height. And if I multiply it, I get this. I want you to try now 25 and just do, I think we can just do the first one in every one. Okay, stop the video, and as soon as you are finished, you can continue with the video. So we are at try now, and we are at try now 25. Okay, this is actually very straightforward. So we can start by say the volume, and that is definitely a cube. I'll just rewrite that word, cube. And first write down the formula. I prefer writing it first out so that you can see I can just put in the 2's, and it's 2 times 2 times 2, and that will be 8 cubic centimeters. And if I look at number B, that was A, so B, also the first one. Again, it's the volume. And now it's a cuboid. And that is length times breadth times height. And if I look at this, my length is 6, my breadth is 3, and my height will be 5. And if I multiply all of that, I will get 90 cubic centimeters. We can just maybe just read this last part. 1 liter of liquid completely fills a cubic container of side 10 by 10. I think we already mentioned it in a previous part. So if you have 10 by 10 by 10, say a box, you can fill 1 liter of cool drink or milk in that box. And this is the end of this part.